The greatest loss is what dies inside of us while we live. The greatest loss are those parts of us that have not been used, have not been utilized, have not been exercised. The greatest loss is when there are things that we experience in life that get the best of us. And many of us, we give up a lot of ourselves, in order to just survive. So again, the greatest loss is what fades away, what dies inside of us while we yet live. And so the question that we have this evening is, what is it? What is it? What are some of the things, or what is that one major thing in your life where you felt that you deserved as a child, or you felt you deserved as a person, that was taken from you? What do you believe that you should have experienced in life and have yet to experience that? So that's what we're going to share with you on today. We want to have a little discussion on those ideas, the greatest loss. It's a moment in life. It's a time in life. It's a situation in life where we need God to breathe again. We need Him to breathe on that situation. Breathe on our situation, our circumstance, our condition. So the question today is, what is it? What is it in your life? I'm your host, Dr. Lydia Michelle Young. I'm here with my co-host, Intercessor Janine Nichole. This is Wednesday, middle of the week. Wednesday, refreshing fire. We appreciate each of you for tuning in to Sweet Fire, the podcast. And we are feeling super blessed. This is the last day of 2025. And I'm kind of going to go on a little bit. I want to say this, that the number of the year 2025 is the year of closure. 2025 is the end of a cycle. It's equivalent to the number 9, and I can go on, and that we may, share some of that in here, but it's the year of closure. So let's talk about that. Intercessor, why don't you jump in and greet the people?
Good evening, everyone, and happy New Year's Eve to each and every one of you as we are embarking upon a new year. This is a perfect topic, a perfect subject, to really discuss as we are again preparing to enter into a new year, right? What is that thing, if you will, that space in our lives that we may need God to breathe on us, to revive, to awaken us to before we actually enter into the new year. So again, good evening, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Sweet Fire, the podcast.
Absolutely. So we can definitely agree that there are some things in us that need to be made alive, restored, that where we need a refreshing. We need God to breathe again. The breath of God, the ruach, the wind of God blowing in your life, blowing in your direction, blowing on that dead situation where you've given up hope, and causing there to be a revival, so to speak, in your life. And we can even take it back to childhood, go all the way back to our childhood. We don't want to stay there, but just take a moment, if you will, and think about some of your experiences in your childhood. Allow your thoughts to travel. Looking at your childhood, some situations that took place in your life. The question again this evening is, what is it? What is it? I'm asking Intercessor because I know you have some significant experiences in your life. What is it that you felt you deserved as a child or as a person that was taken from you? And you're feeling that emptiness, that void, and you need God to breathe again. Or maybe God has already breathed in that area. You've been healed, you've been restored. Something that our listeners can relate to this evening.
That's a good question. It's one, it took a moment. I had to think for a second. I know for me, personally, I know that my experiences in life, you know, it, my prayer life started to dwindle. My prayer life, it really did. It started to dwindle, and I got to a point in life that whenever somebody would ask for me to pray for them, to pray for their situation, pray for their families, it made me like cringe a little bit, because I wasn't there, anymore. And it wasn't just I wasn't there anymore, but I didn't want to be there anymore, because I was so busy with fulfilling the lusts of my flesh. I was so busy wanting to do life my way, right? I was so busy wanting to hang on to my anger. I was so busy of, not wanting to forgive people. This is my experience. This is how I felt. I wanted to do me. And I wanted to hang on to whatever it was that, even though it made me angry, it made me, hold grudges. It made me stuck, if you will. I got to the place in life that I was comfortable with all of that, and I didn't want to let go of any of that. But what I wanted to release and let go of was my prayer life. And I got dangerously to that place again, to where when people wanted me to pray, it was something I was forcing myself to do it. It was like I was put on the spot.
I can understand that relate totally to what you're sharing. Prayer life. How when so let me say it like this: anything that we do consistently. And when we back away from doing that, that's what is called backsliding.
Right.
That's backsliding. When you're not doing or performing or functioning or operating consistently in that thing. And we're relaying this, I guess, to our walk with Christ. You talk about your prayer life. I, like I said, can relate to that. It is something when we fall short. It is something when we back away or we backslide, it's difficult to function in that place because we've kind of gotten used to not doing it. Right.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
we don't have the confidence. We're not moving out or speaking out in the confidence that's on the inside of us. You're right. And it's true. In life, we get caught up with the world. It's busy. It's busy. There's traffic and there's what's the word I want to use? Where it's congestion. It's congested. When we're caught up with our own flesh, and when we're full of ourselves, too busy for king business.
Right.
We can get easily distracted, easily thrown off, easily depressed, easily, placed in a position. Now we're out of posture. Right. We're out of posture. Why? Because we allow the things of the world, the things of our flesh, to steal from us the things that we thought we should experience, or to steal from us the things that we believe we should have in life, and that's peace of mind. That's not happiness, because happiness is based on happenings, but what about the joy
of the
that
Lord
flows? Unspeakable and full of His glory. Come on, Intercessor.
Yeah. You said a mouthful, and we allow ourselves to stay in that posture, in that position, right? And that's exactly what the enemy wants us to do, because we magnify those experiences. We magnify those emotions. And that's exactly what I was doing. I was magnifying everything that was, depleting me of life, of everything that was stealing my joy, of everything that was stealing my peace. Because when I, wasn't in that backsliding posture, that backsliding condition, I enjoyed my prayer life.
Right.
I enjoy praying for God's people. I enjoy being called upon by God, right? I enjoy, people acknowledging that, the glory of the Lord truly is on you. The Lord really uses you in prayer. I enjoyed all of that.
Right.
But I magnify the disappointments in life. I magnify, the faces and the names of the people that were used by the enemy to hurt me, to devastate me, to lie on me, to get me to a place in life where I was, prime pickings for the enemy. He really thought he had me because I allowed myself to stay in that backslidden condition and magnified everything that was trying to kill me.
Right. That is so true. We do that.
Right.
We blow it up.
Right.
We make it bigger.
Right.
Our God. We magnify when he says, "Oh, magnify the Lord."
Right.
With me. We magnify the issue. And then when we do that, it leaves us broken. We're fragile, frail. And so what's missing? Are there broken fragments? Are there parts of you that are fragile and frail? Do you see parts of you that are delicate that need to be handled with care? What's going on in you? Let's just take a moment and do a self-examination.
Right. That's what scripture says.
Let's do that. To examine ourselves, to look within, to, say, shine a light from heaven on me, on my soul, so I can determine and discern what's in me that needs the breath of God to breathe in me again.
What is that thing that, we need to release and let go of? What is that thing, that one experience, that name, that face, right? Those emotions that we need to release and let go of before we enter into our new season, this new year. What are those experiences? For some, it's probably not just one thing. What are those experiences, those people, those ungodly emotions, those things that the devil is trying to keep you ensnared to, keep you entrapped to, that refuses to let go of you, because it's not going to let go of us. We have to be willing to let go of them. Right? It's some things that we need to snatch up by the root. We need to dig down deep, pull that seed out and throw it back to the pit of hell from which it has come. What is that one thing? What is that one experience? What are those emotions that the enemy is using against you, man of God, using against you, woman of God, that refuses to let go of you, that keeps you in a place of fear, keeps you in a place of anxiety? What is it that you need to release and let go of? Because that's where I had to get. I had to get to the place where it was like, what? Enough is enough. I had my call of Abraham experience, where God called me out from amongst my family, called me out from my comfort zone and got me in a place where I was all by myself. It was just me and God. Yes, it was tough at times. I thought I was going to take my own life because it was painful. It was lonely. It was just me and God. And I had to be in that place because God needed to get my attention.
Right.
I needed to do again what scripture says, examine myself. And I had to release and let go of some stuff. I had to release and let go of people. I had to release and let go of myself. I had to get to a place of forgiving God. I had to get to a place of forgiving myself. I had to get to a place of forgiving others. Why? So that God can restore my prayer life and make it better than it was. What is that one thing? What are those things, people of God, that you need to release and let go of?
And that's it. You said it all. You said it all. Identify that one thing. Identify that one thing. Name it, as we talked about.
Right.
Name that thing. Name that emotion. Name that trouble. Name that pain. Name what's hurting you. Name it. Name it. Identify it. Call it out. Release yourself. Release yourself. I mean, you said it. I don't have anything to follow up with that, because God really used you at the end of this segment to minister to that man, to that woman, to that youth, that seasoned person. God used you for His glory. So if nothing else, you have anything else, all right, well, there it is. Peace be to you, peace be to your house, and peace be to all you have.